So I'm going to start with my fourth video, and I'm probably going to, you can't see my phone, so I'm not going to be able to use my phone to talk. I do have my iPad out. We can use my iPad, and that would help out a lot. Let me try to cut the volume down in case the phone rings. Let's see. Maybe you can see my iPad. You can't, I think, because of the lighting. So you really won't be able to see it unless I hold it up. But anyway, we're gonna talk. So I'm gonna start out by going into my parents' background. My father is Gilbert Teasley, and my mother is Helen Trimier. And remember, I told you that my father's father is John Evans, and his mother's Ruby Teasley. Excuse me. And my mother's father is Barry Doyle Trimier, and her mother's Lucille Green. We're going to start with Barry Doyle Trimier. So I wanted to show y'all this. Let's start with Barry Doyle Trimier, Daddy Jesse Trimier. So off of that, I have 2 DNA matches, and it's because I have a cousin that has done the DNA testing, and I know you can't see it. My cousins, they took the DNA test. Jennifer and Shaman, and that's why their DNA background pops up. And Gabby down at the bottom is Shaman's daughter. So they took the DNA test, so it had linked to me, because they're my cousin. But remember what I was gonna tell you, like we was talking about, I wanted to talk about how our ancestors are Irish, Scottish, German. They're from Ireland, Scotland, England, all of that. That's on my granddaddy Barry Doyle side. And so his daddy Jesse Trimier, we're gonna go work our way up. So my granddaddy Barry, his daddy name is Jesse Doyle. So I do have like a war story in my scouts about Jesse. No, you can't see it. About Jesse. Maybe I need a light. So I want to pull up that story or those documents in the gallery, and maybe I can let's try to get that so you can see what I'm saying. We're going to go into the facts. So I'm going to view that document, because you can view it, and it's going to show it tells about him being in the war, and it tells about him being enlisted. So your grandfather enlisted in the war, and it shows the year. And now it's playing the video. And I didn't want it to play a video. Let me see how to get out of the video. Oh man, this is crazy. I was trying to show you on his war registration where it shows that he's Caucasian. As you can see, I look African American, but he's Caucasian. So we're gonna try to pull up that war registration and see if it can show you. Let's see here. It's kind of hard when you're working 2 computers. Okay, here it is, his draft card. Okay, so here, I don't know if you can see it. I don't think you can see it that good. That's his draft card. And you see there, it's saying that he's white and he's Caucasian. And that's my great-grandfather. It said he's Caucasian and he was married, and it gives his birth date, and then it tells that he was located in Stevens County, Georgia, and that's where I'm from. Remember, I was telling you that my granddaddy Barry's mother, uncle, discovered the town that I was from, Toccoa, Georgia. So Yeah, if we can, I'm going to see if we can blow this up so you can see it. I know that you probably can't. Um, if you can see it there, you see where it says Jesse Trimier, and then it shows Takor, and it shows he was a cook, and it shows he was Caucasian. Then over here, it shows you the same thing. So that was interesting to me because my mom told me a story about my great grandfather. He worked as a mail carrier for the railroad, but here it said he was a cook, and his wife was a nurse. And I always question, like, how could it be if they was black? But it was actually Irish. But back then, the census saw you as white, black, or mulatto. So on this registration, my great granddaddy Barry was classified as white. So let's see if we go and see if we can find some more information. We're going to go into another name and see if we can find another record under his name and see what we find. And it took me a long time to find his father and mother, Abraham and Margaret, because they were common names amongst Irish people. But I did find it, and I'll click into his father's name. His father's name was Abraham Trimier, and he was born in South Carolina. And Abraham Trimier father was Joseph Trimier and Catherine Fetro. I don't think I have a DNA hit for Joseph Fetro, but I do have a DNA hit. I mean Joseph Trimier, but I do have a DNA hit for Catherine Fetro. I want to show you on my through line. The through line is where it connects your family and tell you how you connected and show your DNA matches. So I'm going to go look in Joseph. So no. So we're going to go back to Catherine Fetro. And that was Jesse Trimier's mother and father. So let's go down. I think I'm going to go into Catherine Fisher, which was, I'll tell you who she is. Let's see here. If I have not passed here, Joseph Fetro. Okay, Joseph Fetro was my 5th great grandfather. As you can see, I'm trying to let y'all see this. Okay, and I'm gonna pull it down. He was my 5th great grandfather, as you can see. And then if we scroll up, you're gonna see there go all the people, and then that DNA match that matches me to the Fetros, which was Joseph. Okay, so I'm going to, let's see if we can put this here. And like I said, I think it's just the way that everything is sitting, the lighting. I'm going to scroll down. So Joseph Fetro, I wanted y'all to be able to see it, but it's no way it's going to happen because the lighting. Like maybe, and then if I cut off the light in the dark. Sorry. So Joseph Fetro was my 5th great grandfather, and then my 4th great grandfather was Abraham Fetro. And then Catherine Fetro is my 3rd great grandmother, and Abraham Trimier is my 2nd great grandfather. And remember, Abraham Trimier is because his daddy was Joseph Trimier. So when she married a Trimier, that's how we got our last name, Trimier. Now, I'm going to look at the DNA match for the Fetros is off of a 5th cousin. So my 4th great grandfather, Abraham Fetro, I got a DNA match off of his brother Joseph Fetro, his child, and you go all the way down to the 5th cousin. Then I'm going to show you the ethnicity, because like I said, once you got a DNA match, you can go in and you can pretty well look at the ethnicity and the information. So let's click on the ethnicity. So you see here, and the ethnicity, you see it? It is Scotland and Ireland. And remember, the numbers are not how much we have in us. It's a breakdown. Like Ireland, they took 8% Ireland for me, and 2% of the breakdown matched mine. So that's how they knew that that was my ancestors. And then Scotland, I think it was like 14%, and then 8% of the breakdown matched my breakdown. I know that we're cousins because we have a DNA connect. Our DNA connected, and it tells you that up there at the top, if you can see it and stuff. And like I said, that was off my granddaddy buried, so that's how I knew my granddaddy buried daddy Jesse. Even though the census says he's white, but his family is from Scotland or Ireland. They Scottish or Irish people. Let's go back. So, again, that was the federal. Remember I was telling you. Then even like that was off of my granddaddy's buried father's dad. So we're going to go back and we're going to see. Let's do Catherine Fisher, which is, we're going to move it down. Catherine Fisher, okay, is my fourth great grandfather Abraham Fetro mother. And then, like I said, it was that same DNA match off of the brother Joseph Fetro. Now, the thing that was funny about Fetro is they spelled it different. On one sense, it's spelled F-E-T-R-O-W. On another sense, it's spelled F-I-T-T-R-O. Then Catherine Fisher, her last name is spelled F-I-S-C-H-E-R. Let's see if I connected any documents. So I think I got a document. It's I got 18 hints. So I need to go in and connect all the information, but I haven't yet. So here, I did connect. It looked like they lived in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And I'm assuming this is when the kids were all small. This is when she was a child. 1778 was her birth. And this is when she lived with her parents. And so they actually have Fisher spelled F-I-S-H-E-R. So somebody else put it in there. But this is my great-great-great-great-grandmother when she was a child. And I don't know if you can see it. Like, it's a record in that somebody put in when she lived with her parents. So I thought that was kind of neat to show. Because even with, let's go to Joseph Fetro. Let's see if I find records under his name. So I haven't connected nothing yet with Joseph Fetro. You see? But I have 21 hints that I need to go in and connect. And he is, my great-grandfather. So I have to go in and connect that. So I'm going to go to my family tree and show y'all how far under the Fetro name that it goes up. Let's see if my tree will pop up here. Like I said, I want to dig deep in some of the stuff. And I just don't want to talk about the Doyle. I don't want to talk about everybody. It's just whatever I feel like it when we're doing these videos. So it seems like my computer is stuck on. No, let's go back. I need to go into the tree. Oh, okay, there. Let's go into the tree. I wish y'all could see what I was doing. So I want to go to the tree. And it sounds like my grandbaby's finna start crying. I'm going to go to the tree on the Trimier side. And then I'll show y'all how far it goes up. So, I put it on the tree. And I want to take the tree up. See how it goes to Catherine Fetro. Then it goes up to Abraham Fetro. And then even here with the Trimiers, it goes up. We're looking at the Fetro. So, there go my grandmother, grandfather, and it even goes up further than them. I don't know if you can see it. I mean, these names. And I think with the Fishers, it goes up. It goes up to the 1600 with the Fishers. And those are all of my family members. And then we got a potential hit off of George Fisher, his mother, which is Elizabeth Barber, and I guess Hallstein. And I'm trying to see where she's from. Okay, let's see if we can view her. So this is my ninth great grandmother off of the Fishers, and that just came in. And where she's from, Langstad. So I'm thinking it's overseas or over in another. It's German. So it's saying my fifth great grandmother, she was born in Germany. I can show you. Yeah, you see it? And that just popped in just a minute ago. So that'll happen. So let's go back. Oh, and then now, off of her parents popped in. So I'm gonna review it and hit yes. And bring in her family. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing. It's hard because the lighting. And her father and her mother popped in, so that was good. And so that makes it go back to, oh man, we're getting a lot of hits. So you see it's saying potential. So that means we're going to go past the 1600s. And that's what I find interesting is for my Irish and Scottish and German side, I can go back to the 1500s. For my African American side, I cannot go back that far. I know you gotta love how they treated the slaves once they got them over here. Like, then I always said they wasn't dumb. They just spoke a different language, and they didn't really go by what was being taught in America. So I'm still connecting because it's saying, it's like every time, like I'm thinking it's done, it's saying potential ancestor, a potential person. So even with that, another set popped in. 2 more sets popped in. I'm not going to do it now. We'll just go back later and fill it in. But let's see who this is. So we're going to go view this profile. So it went to my 12th great grandfather, which was born in 1733. His name was Johann Michael Hallstein. I think that's the name. And this is a German place where he's from. I'll try to show you guys. Y'all see it? And that's my 12th great grandfather. And he's from Germany. And I can show you the information it has on him. It said that he was born March 7th, 1733. And he married his wife, which was Anna. And they're from Germany. And this is my 12th great grandfather from Germany. I'm going to try to get a better lighting so you guys can see. Oh, what happened? My video went out. What? Oh. So, let's start right there. And I'm going to try to figure out a better way so I can get... I may have to put this on a bigger computer so you guys can see it and show you guys. But I just wanted to go start digging in so you guys can see what I'm saying about my family that's Irish, Scottish, German, even African American. What little bit I do have, we'll go through that too. And we're just breaking down. Tonight we just talked about Jesse Trimier, which was in American census he was Caucasian, white, but his family on all their census paper was Irish, Scottish, or German. I mean, that's just how it's gonna be. So we're trying. And as you can see, this is my appearance. And remember, I told you with the doors. They were known to be I think I'm saying it right, Doyle or Norseman, and that means darker. darker. Even though they were Irish, they were darker, and they stem off of the islands of Ireland, but they think they were Scottish. They originated in Scottish, and they were known as Vikings and Celtics and Danes. So so we'll keep digging and come back. And the next video will be my 5th video. So we'll keep trying to find things to talk about and dig into. Thank you.